Nigerians are givers. Nigerians are naturally givers. They speak to me.
Nigerians give. Dunsing went to Canada and he said it's for free, right? But he had a whole bank account that people were donating money in there.
Why are they giving? For love for Christ, love for the resurrection,
Nigerians are
the gospel?
Nigerians are natural givers. They know how to appreciate a gift.
Yes, let's do this. Let's have another exclusive right here on TJ Studios. I am TJ, the Commander-in-Chief. You know, all right, I salute you and I welcome you to another exclusive today on the bill. Well, before I do that, let's do well to subscribe to this channel, all right? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button to get notified whenever I post any new video. Straight to the point, let's do this, all right? Sonnie Badu has said something which is quite interesting to me, all right? As well, it is speak to me, okay? It is speak to me. So I just want us to do a 12 to 13 minutes editorial of it, all right? He says, Nigerians are givers. Nigerians are naturally givers. It is speak to me. Why am I saying this? I'm within, or I am still within that industry. Okay, I am still within that industry. I wouldn't want to mention the industry, but if you just around, you'll be able to get it right. I am still within that industry. So I want us to throw more light on it. Nigerians are givers. Nigerians are natural givers. All right. What and why is Sonnie Badu saying so? I would want us to watch this video. And when we come back, I'll give you a thorough breakdown of it. Let's go and watch it and come back.
Clarified. He said he doesn't charge.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the churches ask their members to attend?
So in that scenario, let me bring the Nigerian here into play. A Nigerian man will pay for everything. One pastor, like Nathaniel Bassey and Dunsi, went to Wembley Arena. It was a pastor that paid for that.
Wembley Arena in England?
In England. They filled the whole place. And they did it for free.
Oh, they did it Wembley for free?
Yes.
Because somebody had paid for it?
Oh, yes. One pastor did it. And besides that, they opened GoFund, some account for people to contribute. And it got to a time they had to shut it down and beg people, don't bring money in.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Nigerians give. Dunsing went to Canada and he said it's for free, right? But he had a whole bank account that people were donating money in there.
Why are they giving? For love for Christ, love for the resurrection,
Nigerians are
the gospel?
Nigerians are natural givers. They know how to appreciate a gift. If a Nigerian calls you for a gig, concert,
it's fine.
right? He would, let's say the gig is in December. He will call you in February. Once you agree, he'll give you everything. Whatever you charge. Everything in
February.
Ahead. Oh, yeah. It'll be everything in February.
But that's because they have more money.
We have some big boys here. We have very wealthy people.
They don't
here.
do that, yeah.
Or we have multi-billionaires here in Ghana. I've seen them.
Yeah.
It's just that they need to understand.
All right, so we are back. You've seen it all for yourself. All right, within the context at which Sonnie Badu is coming at or is driving by, okay? So let's look at it. He's making reference to the gospel music in general, Ghana gospel music in general. There are no sponsors, or they are struggling to get sponsors. On most of the events, 99% of Ghana gospel events have no sponsors, with the exception of few people, all right? So if we box it within 100% level, only 5% of our gospel artists have sponsors. And that is precisely Diana Hamilton. And then now I have seen Joyce Blessing and then PAC Esther also being signed to Flora, all right, to the Flora tissue paper, right? I wouldn't want to advertise their brand for them. So it's just a quick snap, all right? So that has been it. Now, Sonnie Badu was on Paul Adom Oche, one of Ghana's finest journalists, all right, was on his show in relation to basically about his upcoming event, all right, and then he was put before all right, or questions were put before him and he had to answer. And this popped up. This popped up in relation to sponsorship in Ghana. Sonnie Badu is making reference to it or to the fact that they are struggling. Gospel artists are struggling to even get sponsors from, cocktail beverages, not to talk of other corporate institutions. And even if you are invited to the office of any guru or a Pentecost elder or someone from a church who is heading a particular company, they will make a promise, and then when it's time for them to deliver, you will not hear from them. All right? So this has been the assertion. All right? I would also want to break it down. Now, recently, a Ghanaian artist or a Ghanaian gospel artist, all right, had sponsors of a condom brand for advert sake. I don't want to advertise their brand for them. All right? So for courtesy's sake, let it remain this way. Okay? He had to solicit for sponsors he was soliciting for sponsors, and there was only one, all right, brand that was willing to sponsor. That was a condom company. I nearly mentioned it. So let's take it like that. Now, let's look at it in perspective. Now, he went on to say that Dunsin Oyegan and some Nigerian, gospel artists got a favor from a man of God who put together a show for them overseas, and then also put together a GoToMe fund that people had to contribute. And it came to a time, all right, I'm making reference to Nigeria. They opened a GoFund for them for people to contribute, and it came to a time the funds were exploding. You get it? They had so many funds or money in the GoFund to the extent that they had to close it and tell people not to donate to the GoFund again. All right? So what am I driving at? He's trying to make sense in the fact that Nigerians are natural givers. All right? And it comes back to supporting your own. Nigerians, when put before a good cause, will go extra level or a leeway to sponsor that particular thing. So far as it's a good thing, all right, so far as they see it having a good future, Okotoribo, they will sponsor. You get it? You see, that is why I find it difficult when we seem to be touting Nigerians. Ghanaians seem to be dragging Nigerians into everything we do. I've been saying this on my channel, and it's becoming boring. To me, it's becoming boring. Stop. See them as your brothers, because you see, there is one particular, attitude of ours where we pull people down. We don't support anything. It's very hard to get people to support you in Ghana. They are very rare, and the ones that will come to support you, well, it's just an Alice in Wonderland. They will just come, and then after some time, when they don't see progress, they will just leave you. So Ghanaians naturally do not support their own. All right? Within the gospel industry in Ghana, the kind of politics that has made that industry, if I decide to break it down here, it will be like I'm exposing, let me mind my words. In line with gospel, normally when I'm talking about it, I want to mind my words, because within that box, you need to be a big man. Now, one problem I find is within our gospel industry, Ghanaian gospel industry, there are few, brands that are gospel oriented that are pushing, the gospel cause. All right, few, just about one or two. Okay, why? Because there's this. I want to mind my words. I'm trying to find right words, but let me go this way. There's this. I'm trying to mind my words. There's this dictatorship or cartel of a group within the gospel space who want to win alone. All right? Let me put it there. Let me just keep it there. I don't want to go further. You see, so we've become selfish to the extent that we are not seeing our problems. We are not seeing the problems within the gospel industry. As such, we've denied a lot of people who have interest, all right, doing this gospel thing, the chance of probably participating, because there's been a lot of people I know who is coming either to create content or have their gospel content or have their own gospel content and see themselves as pushing it. And you find people who are landlords, who are honest. Our gospel is being owned by certain people. All right, let's switch away from that and come to the positives. I basically don't like talking about the negatives. All right, so what I'm trying to say is that are players in that industry observing the fact that the gospel is gradually losing its relevance? Because we find one or two gospel artists grabbing an ambassadorial deals and we are happy. Now, the order of the day is that, you see, a lot of our songs should be those that would trend, and then some of the lyrics, if I decide to talk about it, are aimed at throwing jabs at people. You get it? We are not singing within the context of the Holy Spirit and other stuff again. It has been where we have to pick trends and stuff. Okay? In the same way, there are also other people who are lyrically good with their gospel content. Some of the songs you listen to, you see that this is gospel. That is just about also 5% of it. That is my opinion. So what Sonnie Badu said is in relation to the fact that we are struggling to find sponsors. All right, I'll come back to the Nigerian thing again. We are struggling to find sponsors because of our own attitude. Because we see there's been rich people who've come on board. There's been a lot of people who had the gospel, space at heart. Now, this is what I always say. A lot of people are not interested in the gospel space because some of them have been there and they've been disappointed. Some of them have pumped money into the gospel industry and they've not gotten it back. Because these people are businessmen. They are not philanthropists. They are not ministry oriented. They look at the business side of the gospel. So if they pump money into it and they are not getting returns, they will sit back. Another thing is that, you see, we've watched our dirty linen in the public. The gospel has become so curtailing and crabologizing to the extent that people have come to realize, the true nature of the gospel industry, which I will put in quotes as hypocrites. You get it? So let's switch back. That is not even part of the podcast. Let's switch back to why Sonnie is saying Nigerians are givers. Sonnie made a speech on the show and he made reference to the fact that, you see, they actually can book you for an event which is slated for the month of December and then pay up in February, pay all the amount due you in February in advance. Nigerians are givers. I've been saying this. They support their own. You get it? They even go ahead to support people who are from other countries but are like-minded like them. And these are the people. And that is why you find me coming on board my show praising them a lot. Because you don't need a bird to come and whisper or tell you that these are naturally good people. You get it? Yes, everybody has his own negative side. I've been saying this. Nigerians have their own negative side. There might be one or two people, among every group or anything, you find, let's just say we have 20 or 50 groups of people or group of people, you find about 3 or 5 people who are some way. But on a much more wider perspective or on a percentage level, 100% level, 90% of Nigerians are good people. You see, one thing I like about them is their sense of belonging. They support their own, they push their own, they defend their country, the sense of patriotism. Whereas in my country, you get it. Sometimes I even come here, make sure I face the fact and speak to it, and I even get bashing from my own people for speaking the truth and facing the fact. When are we going to support our own? Ghanaians, when are we going to support our own? When are we going to project something that is ours? We project something with our right hand and then pull it back with our left hand. That is not a good way to go. So Sonnie said this in context, all right? Sonnie outlined this in context, and he's right. Nigerians are givers. Watch the video again. Go back and watch the video, the snippet of what Sonnie Badu said. I shared it. It's part of my video. Go back, play back, and then watch the video again. Nigerians are givers. And this is from somebody who has experienced the Nigerian, philanthropical thing. It is somebody who is talking from experience. He's been to Nigeria. He's been to a lot of shows in Nigeria. This is from somebody who has experienced what he's up to now. All right? There's an adage. I almost said the Bible says. There is an adage that says that experience is the best teacher. This is somebody who has experienced this on the ground. He's been to Nigeria on several occasions just to play a show. Just to play a gig there. They are natural givers. They support their own. And there's one thing I also like about them. They face the fact. When you speak truth to them, they are able to see that you are speaking the truth. Unlike this, my country, where you need to compromise on a lot of things. You need to even fake yourself to do a lot of things. Okay? Automatically, Nigerians have something in them. All right? Nigerians have this cultured, lifestyle of seeing something that is good and then going by it. For want of words, I want to find the right word. These are people who are always, supporting a good cause when they see one. They try as much to project one. All right? So I've been saying, don't hate Nigerians. I don't know if you face the fact from the angle or you see things from the angle I'm coming from. But you don't need someone to tell you that Nigerians are good people. Let's look at our industry. They've collaborated. They didn't even collaborate. They've availed themselves to hop on to a lot of collaborations for our artists, for most of our artists. All right? For most of our artists. And now in Ghana, if you want to have a hit song of a banger, you need to feature a Nigerian. Kamido did same. Kamido featured a Nigerian on his song Sugarcane. Sarkodie has had a lot of features with how do we call it? P Square, Rude Boy of P Square. Yes, that's the right word. Kim Promise, Wizkid, R2B's, Wizkid. The list goes on and on and on. What should Nigerians do to Ghana again to merit Ghanaians appreciating them? Because we seem to be jabbing them in any space or any sphere we get. We need to jab Nigerians. All right? So I'm just about bringing this editorial to an end. Share your thoughts with me on this subject matter. Nigerians are givers. Trust me, they are. And I salute Nigerians. I appreciate y'all. You get it? A few like-minded people like us will always make sure we face the fact in relation to the truth. You get it? I salute Nigerians. If you can't beat them, join them. That's all. If you can't beat them, join them. And I don't see, the last time I said something, we are in no way catching any Nigerian. They are far gone. You need to play catch up. They are far gone. You get it? It is very hard to stop someone who has no evil intention. Someone with a clear mind will always win. And that is what they are doing. They've seen the path. They know what they are doing. They've carved a niche and it's working for them. So leave Nigerians alone. And like I said, if you want to have a playback of this video, go back and check it out. On this podcast, Sonnie Badu said something. Nigerians are givers. Nigerians know what they want. They support their own. All right? All right? They push funds into what they seek to do, into their vision, knowing that the tail end of it, they will make it. All right, they project a purpose, which is not just a single man agenda. It's a Niger agenda. It's all about Nigeria. You get it? It's all about Nigeria when it comes to Nigerians. What about you? It's about jabbing this one, dragging this one into this. We've done this. We've taught this, and that is a medium where you show how egoistic you are. Let's desist from this, okay? Let's build up on a positive mindset. I don't know if we're going to do that. Either than that, negativity won't take us anywhere. You get it? How many people are producing positive content in the country? Few people. On social media, it's all about negativity. All right? We need to project positivity. Okay? Ghanaians, we need to project positivity. Until then, if we decide to stay within our lane and go by the same tangent at which we are going, then I can't predict the future. It's up to you and I to decide. All right? So like I said, I'm not going to linger on. It is time to sign out. Shout outs to Sonnie Badu for sharing this. Yes, it's true. And I salute him for that. And I salute Nigerians for the good love shown. I salute Nigerians for exhibiting positivity and seeing, you know, the future vision of people, or seeing future visions as a common way to probably adding up to their quota and projecting Nigeria as a whole. All right. Okay, so it is time to sign out. My name has always been TJY. All right. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts with me. Drop your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to join the community on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, TJ Studios, everywhere. Join up and then let's build a community there. My name has always been TJY. Also, smash the notification button on my YouTube channel to get notified whenever I post any new video. It is time to sign out. I salute you. I love you all. Peace out.